All right, good morning, everybody. Nice to see you. I know that I said last week that I'll be updating our classroom every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and that I'll be looking for the assignments throughout the week. So yesterday was a holiday, so you'll have an update today, and you'll have an update tomorrow, and then you'll have one Friday. Just want to start off by saying thanks for trying to figure out, and to all those who messaged me that they're having issues. We're definitely last week working out the bugs, so I think I figured out a way to really make sure that you can access the assignments, the Google Doc assignments, when I share them with you. Okay, so here, I'm going to
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to hop onto your classroom website. If you haven't figured it out, I mentioned the library over here. That will have all of the PDF assignments and anything else that's been shared in the class. But going forward, just to make sure that everybody can access it, because we were having some issues last week, I'm going to put a shareable Google Doc link. So what you're going to do in the assignment, in the post, essentially, to access the assignment, is click on the assignment like that. It will pop open a new tab, and then you'll get your assignment. Okay, this way what you'll be able to do is select all. I go Control A, Control C to copy it, and then you go over to File, Create New Doc. Okay, and then what you'll do is you'll go Paste, and it will pull the entire assignment there. Okay, so this is a grade 10 assignment. And then what you're going to do is, to make sure, because I'm getting like 60 different assignments, right? Remember that, everybody? What you're going to do is then title it your first initial, last name. So I'm just writing mine as an example there, right? And then whatever the assignment title. So this one is creating and presenting, right? So then it would be creating. You can use the and symbol and presenting, and then you can share that with me using the share button. So make sure if you share that with me, you press the share, and if you are using your Google Doc account, you can just go seek each, and it'll actually pop up mine pretty quickly there, right? And then that's my little photo. If you're not sure who's who, that one's me. Okay, hopefully that helps figure out how to get to assignments and then share them.
So now that we've navigated some of those bugs, if you continue to have issues, please message me using the Edsby Messenger, and I'll get back to you within the day. Sometimes I am checking throughout the day, so if I can, I'll reply quickly, or I'll just get to you the next session that I have to sit down here. So we've gone through accessing the Google Share Doc, copy and paste into your own doc, and then write the answers, and then share it with me as the being titled what I've requested it to be, and that's just because I'm getting a whole bunch of them. So the second thing is for today is that I mentioned last week that we will be working on, and I'll be kind of trying to help you get better at your artwork. Okay, but this is with minimal materials. So what do you need? Okay, well, you can use a pencil, you can use red pen, and you can also use black pen or blue. A pen, pencil, that's all really you need for the next couple exercises. These are the first one that I'm going to give you. I'm actually going to share a YouTube link in the write-up here. That YouTube link will be for accessing a video that shows figures in motion, okay? So the first thing that I'd like you to work on, or at least try, if you haven't started to do anything, it can definitely work towards one of your ISPs for the grade 10s and 11 and 12s. Grade 9s, you can definitely apply these things to your own work for ISP artworks as well. Okay, so the first thing is gestural or figure drawing. And I'm going to start off by saying it is definitely not easy. Okay, I say that it's not easy. It's actually one of the most frustrating things that people experience when they start. And it's frustrating because it's hard. But here's the thing. It gets easier, okay? So we're going to focus on getting the impression of the figures, and you can use, if you want, you can use people at home that are just, hanging out, scrolling through their social media, or doing whatever they're doing, okay? As long as it's school appropriate. Or you can also use the YouTube video that I've attached, okay? I'm not sure if anybody's ever done it. I've mentioned it to classes in the past. The seniors definitely should have tried it at least once. Normally I take the class out for to watch sports do this kind of thing. But what I do want to really get into your mindset is that these drawings should not take more than 30 to 60 seconds. And towards the end of the video, I'll show you some examples. Okay? They should only really be worked on 30 to 60 seconds, okay? Like I said, it's going to be hard and most people don't like it. And what I really want to try to set home for you in terms of wrapping your brain around how do you even go about doing this is that you are not trying to create a good drawing in 30 seconds, 30 to 60 seconds, okay? It's more about loosening up. It's about getting your brain and hand to really understand the general shapes of the human figure, trying to get the impressions, the lines, and the movement that is happening in those actions. All right, in the figure that you're looking at, whether it's the images from, say, the internet, or it's from, you know, somebody in real life. We're focusing on lines of motion, the actions, and not, you know, perfect jaw lines or how on fleek somebody's eyebrows are. All right, so let's bring you to that.
Quickly, this is the video that I'm sharing. This is what it should look like. So we're going to go through 1 minute. It's got a nice little timer there. And then after the minute elapses, you can see the timer keeps going. Then it switches to the next pose, okay? And we're going to be focusing on getting the proportions of the body. So here's a little bit of a time lapse of some of the ones that I'm working on. Now I'm going to be working in a sketchbook. The last tip that I'm going to give you is making sure that you are always working when you're drawing on another piece of paper, okay? So you have 2 pieces of paper. It's going to, because I don't know how thick the paper is that you have at home. You can do this on the back of any type of paper at all, and then share that with me, whether it's scrap, it's bills, it's colored, like that doesn't matter. What matters is getting the impression of the figures and working through these. So here's the time lapse of me once I get this camera set up. Okay, so I'm actually going to start off first with a red pen. I apologize if the video is upside down. I'm working with what I got here, okay? So I'm going to start off with red, mainly because black and blue can easily cover this. If you ever watch people drawing online, they're going to start off with a lighter color, like a light blue, maybe a red. Today, I'm starting off with the red, okay? So let's get this. So the first one, I'm going to get, try to figure out the proportions of this. For the hand, I'm not going to worry about getting the fingers. I'm just going to worry about getting this body shape here. The knee kind of comes out. Notice how my lines are loose. Get the arm here, get the shoulder. Again, not focusing on that, and I'm running out of time here. The knee into that part. Oh, my foreshortening's off a little bit, and it's just, like I say, a place to warm up. Okay, that one's done. Next. Now you can also have your images overlap for sure. What I'm doing is I'm looking at the figure, the object, for about 3 seconds to every one of my marks. I'm constantly looking back and forth. There's the knee. Shoulders there, the knee is there. So using other points of the body as a form of reference will also help you get this proportionate in terms of the other motions that you're doing. I'm not focusing on anything other than trying to get these figures figured out. Okay, that's the next one. That's the second minute. Third one. Starting with this part, you can really start wherever you want. The important part is that you just work through that 1 minute at a time. And it's actually really good to use a pen or something that you can't erase, because you're forced to just continue working regardless of how happy you are or not of this. There's the torso. Shirt here, head.
So my figures are a little bit larger, so maybe in the future I'll try to focus on getting that a bit smaller here. But for today, I've got a pretty big piece of paper. And you'll find as you continue to work, if you worked on this for say 20 minutes, you get better at getting the proportions right. Okay. So that's 3 of them there. So that was just 3 minutes. So if you were to continue, now you can stop and try to figure out your proportions a little bit more. But that's essentially what you can do to start. Okay. The next step would be to start to formalize these a little bit more. So you could take your black pen or your pencil and really start to figure out where this person's head is and just go over it a little bit more. There's nothing to say that that's wrong with that. I know that's there. And once you have an understanding of the human form, it will come along quite a bit easier. Okay, so this, in a nutshell, is gestural drawing. Hope that helped. Okay, so with all of that being said, hopefully it helps a little bit in terms of what should you be doing, what can you practice on. Using red or blue to start, black to redefine things, that's 100% up to you. It's about being loose, and this is a great opening exercise if you're going to sit down and work on something. So I hope that you do take the link and try that. Tomorrow, what I'll be doing is I'll be sharing the written assignment that's for this week for the classes, whether that's film and questions, whether that's more just content questions, trying to get you to wrap your brain around the bigger concepts and looking for your thoughts on the best processes and, you know, the best way to answer those and address those questions. Going forward tomorrow, I think I'll focus on hatching and cross-hatching and how to develop a drawing that way. Okay, so miss you, and hopefully we'll talk to you soon.